sex ed ain't shit. It doesn't teach you anything. Have you ever put a condom on a fucking cucumber?
Oh my
Have you?
god, yeah.
Puts
And I
condoms
kept
on
the condom.
cucumbers.
No, I put it on my
Shoved it inside of
penis.
me.
That's sus as fuck.
Subscribe and like the video. So, in this clip, this is how I started my solo series in this box of a base on a meteor. It had about 10 turrets on it, and they weren't even heavies, they were autos, and they had like 200 ammo in them. But my base was originally an 8x8, and I had an exomech that I got from a raid, and I also had all this loot that I've been getting and using. But started in an 8x8. It was pretty good for a solo, but I wanted it bigger. I didn't want a door, so I wanted to fit a TP inside the base. And eventually I got around to doing that after I got, all the stuff from raids. I got a bunch of loot, so I started working on my war room. After that, I got to flex my ammo count to everyone, in the party because I was solo. I was flexing what I could get. And, it's hard getting ammo, especially solo. And getting so much of it in such a short amount of time was just a flex. Just flexing around to, like, a bear cave I knew. And after that, I, showed the base off. Base progress. It was doing pretty good. Everything was it was capped. I did on server raids to get the element. And other than that, I go back inside to show the interior. This was during the event, so I was farming skins, and I had meat plants and grills. After that, I started working on deadies to fix my war room up, and I wanted like them out of the way, and I wanted the base pretty symmetrical, so I put them in the middle. And in this, I time-lapsed it so it didn't take forever, but I did vaults on the sides so it would just look symmetrical from the other side where the teepee is. But other than that, I just kept working on the war room. Before I continue, I would like to say thank you all for 2,500 subscribers. And if you made it this far, I will be doing a giveaway with all the tames that I saved from my base. And I will be giving it out to quite a few people. So make sure you like the video, subscribe, and leave your name in the comments below. I am on PS5 Smalltribes, which is linked with PS4. They're both the same servers. Other than that, I would also like you guys to suggest what I should do next in the comments, because Smalltribes is dying off, so I don't know if I could restart this series right now. But I could do other things like official, boosted. I could play a different game. But with that out of the way, the rest of this video will just be showing the progress that I made as a solo. You do see someone flying around my base, but that was just a friend who would play occasionally, and I let him live out of my base. And eventually, they'd sort loot for me and help me grind out, you know. Damn. Oh my god, there's a pump! Only 20 slots, bro. Oh my god. Shit. 35. And I'm out of paste. Someone did try cannoning, so I wanted to vault drop the base. It took a little more vaults than I'd expect, but I eventually, just got around to doing it. I thought the vaults that I got off of raids would be enough for this base, but it turns out that I had to craft quite a few. But the vaults that I did get from raids did cover at least half of it. And I just go around dropping vaults. It was so boring though, and it was so hard to do solo. I wouldn't recommend, dropping vaults solo. It's a lot easier if you have someone pick up the ceilings and place them for you, but if you use the ceiling as a guide, like I use the amount of bolts on the actual ceiling to place them. I had to count out every individual bolt on the ceiling and line it up with that, but I eventually got around to the end of this side. It took so long. I wouldn't recommend going solo. It took me forever to do all the typical things a tribe would need to be done, because as a solo it just took so long. I eventually needed like loot sorters and other people to sort for me because of how long things started to take, just so I could get, even more content out and content made. That's why if there was like a day where I didn't post, I was probably making one of these building videos or like building something in or around the base. After the vaults dropped, I eventually got around to painting them, which was a pain because the spot is ass, but I got most of them painted and it looked pretty nice at the end. I never got around to finishing it though, but this was the redesign that I eventually came up with, and all the turrets are still slot capped, but it eventually, led downhill, and there's just not enough content on Smalltribes anymore to continue. Other than that, that's going to be the end of this video, and how much progress that I made as a solo player on Arc PS5 Smalltribes. Subscribe and like.